Yes, I'm going to be Emra Bedjem so on Adom TV live on DSTV channel 280. Go TV channel 119. Multi TV. Thank box this no. Your live and so or yes streaming. I will check Facebook page in so and so the musa and so one sir. Yes, yeah, kwasa. Yeah, kwan say yeah kwa. It won't so follow ye. Na eja ye no etimi eni enkomo. Era so ajebre na wo hwe Bedjem on Adom TV. Abejafo I current channel meditwe enkomo. But me be ko University of Ghana Sports Stadium Legon. Sports Stadium when I ko sabakaya yankopon ya admo china na NPP amoyoko ede won annual is it delegate conference yeah. Sheso ewo Legon na enena omontotuye no shase nti na ale so mo oje other delegate from outside Accra Akwaba na ochino nyina akwa akohia na agya otimi ahweso betimi ensakra ewo amamra na wode echichire wamanyoko na mamekwa amaso na me nwi akọ watwum wo ya Adom news reporter akopiem ewo Legon ne hwesti na ekoso ewo Legon akọ wamacha no pai
kwesi meju so
na ukopiem ewo Legon ade na ekoso no pai
kwesi me da be piem ewo Legon a se de wadi kan dia tuga no na me Adom a wo chena na NPP amanyoko no omo annual national delegate conference no baso ya omo ehwe no kwan se ensacha ya ba ko mienu bi a omo ehwe so mbeye no omo mamre mo no ebetumi abaso se ne wadi kan dia tuga no enra na conference no delegate no a omo ba ni bi nkenkan won mo mo wachirim ti se isrim mantam ni ade enra ene nya ne ntie so omo simu a omo nam kwa so ba a omo hwe no kwan se ene omo bidru na afi omo tumi adwuma home ansa na ochina dwumadie no asha se akwasi be piem ewo Legon hanu say ya so one videos a etwago ni bia okopiem a won say MPP amanyoko no omo kalese no ene omo mpanimfo awodo a omo edi amanyoko na anim no so usifiri okpongolo bus stop na wo fo Legon babe fast stadium ho a won say omo hu flyers esisi kwa ho a de babe si stadium nenchen ansa na odru stadium nenchen so a eye omo party na colors ene ho mpempena wade no so omo dia don ho nyina dia ba bi stadium na no twan ya enya asem ketua utimi se omo aya ho bo ayi pa na ugbomodin ewuremu a utimi se baby a stadium no ankasa field no so no omo ebo eye base kese pa ho no mo a simpie ya mpanimfo ebetena so ene ye obegina so ene wano di se matodwa nyina no akwasi eno so ekoso ewa ha na baby a won ma wo ba conference no betra ewo stadium ha no stance no muso be pimu ha edumayefo ewo ha no muso ya omo prapra ha esiti ha no ma make sure say nyambo ekina no mpanifo ene delegates no beba no na ahanyina aye kama ifin bia ni ha we pimu ha inside the hapra was stadium no stance ni no the hunu say o ma start at the party ne colors ni bi decoration ultimo say no so kwani mu yi pa and I say amanyoko no flags and so the any woman the stadium no ho a de hia out move and so him paka e wa ha no say akwasi said the wodi kan e dia tuga no nyambo akina delegates ahodo be say mpim num eni ahanum 5500 and o hwenu mu kwan say umbe pim e wa stadium ha ya sene o hwe sene national organizer e dia tuga no a o mu be sha dwumadi no ase anopa no nwotwe nondu no mi no miensa no 9 na o didi se bibia ededa na kwam na bibia amebomu a na onu matumi dwumadi no abawie na onu mu a o mu firi akirikiri ene benchie e baaye no o matumi asan adan wo man eya home group enti o be pm e wo Legon hasi akwasi ahoboa ekoso yi papa menya hu party pani bia e wo hasa abre a me no ka say but edumayefo e wo hanu mistake akwasi o mu e bo adwuma se ne be ya nyambo akina no bibia better na kwen ma conference bitumi abaso
yerim se ensha se de but ohwe bambo a it is so far
e ba ye de mi nyahu enye o man no mabambofo bi tita aposifo ana asojafo ana mo mehu se Legonfo no ankasa o mu security fo ni bi e wo hanu mu se ya o mu hye green uniforms bi ya o modi kan e de abaha se abebom pempen asa esifom said the party penny for a year, you know, which that party now can so internal security, or monso a china, or don't be PM or hand me say, not a fee or money or minor, about before me take pussy for any soldier for us. I do my abomo, na a tumiabua. I'm a bamboo home some afan into my pefra. And the part delegates, you know, and our conference in penny for HMA, a china bamboo home some no, a vigilant and ask you, but another baby had ye, Binyan who bamboo need our hand of privacy.
I will watch him. You better say, man, for Sianum. Yanko Poyard Mochna, Senator Akan, your elections headquarters. At a live coverage of the New Patriotic Party annual delegate conference. Ebe bro, you got to see near the Komo. Any lawyer for Swat field one more the Comonia share. Some of the amendment na ebimu e proposing no. Nemwa betimi abwa party no. Ene nsunsu anso betimi nya e wo man eso. So you best start ene. Where you see said then ochina nopa. Na Adom TV I lead the coverage no. Na your radio stations Adom FM, Asempa FM, Inshre FM, when you never plug it in. Na ya require answer. The honorable member of parliament for one constituency, Fred Agbenyo, Atrase. Only I'm some drink.
Minia, Bokodia.
Bokona answer.
Adom ya yo.
Constituency is there.
Adom, kakra, eguso.
And that's all, Momo.
Oh, adenti. Oh, enitia. Nyame Adom ti na baby abeye. Se be memmo no do na benya njuma so aye.
Okay.
Na ekọ njuma timi akoso. Ya kwa emi no ka se Nyame Adom me de Eba Rose for the Fida Rose for the koye.
Okay.
And ya kwa konse nyina ya kwa savini na amaye ho krata nyina ne pictures bibia total number of kilometers ka ebe hia.
Okay.
Net me da afisi akwa ni nyina even including the town roads. Mo ene nyina. Enti eguso a etu hanamo.
So to begin with, as a member of parliament, more priority roles be a say and from a net till end of December. It me touch Emmawa. The entire constituency. Yes, I know that the entire constituency in our challenge.
Yeah, I think that the major road that I had you on menu I say you free Hohwe na oko to Jessica.
Okay.
From Hohwe down bridge Echo PA Sandro Kofi Benoit. It's about barely 6 kilometers. Master. A quene nya oju hantiase. Rolida na ye dwuma also. Nanka wa yesa bedroom pempe so bi banment aneka. Enti so na hye ase no. Ahoro anwani nyina afri abo agina ho. Almost every day be abedu hobia ka bita paya esro. 6 kilometers between Jessica and Sandro Kofi Benoit. Sa kwane ya kwan ya eda yakoma sito entimenye. Na dada road ehun ya ekese pa. And it's of the same Hohwe. Na offer from Lolobi Ashambi, Lolobi Kumanse, Okofa Obayoka, Ekofa Likpe Abrani, Likpe Kurantumi, Ekwetiro Sakwa no so enye. Sanso do Obayoka now pay the fa akpafu sopo adoko. Edeko Mpensenpensenmu Adams constituency. Okay, that's Buem ho and also crowd and kweye. And na the other road that Edama Kumazo Kesiepa, any from Lolobi Kumanse.
Okay.
Through Lekpe Agbozome, Eko be a district capital Lekpe Mate. In fact, a house in Yakra. Ya wo Lekpe Lolobi Kumanse, Lekpe Kofrodia, Lekpe Abrani, Ekpo Lekpe Kurantumi, and also yet Mishena a year no so. Ne Krakrane acquire free Ohwe Bangalo, Edeko Pie Lekpe Bakwa. And also yet me yes aquano so. Me sure say a beboa. The way this na no. Who person access the district capital? Ebe here for instance we obi a work pa photoji na trotro nko ho and be fa motorbike e da back pa from Mpensenpensenmu who be drive na fatazi e dey abanada district hohwe as na go peka free hohwe dey call Lekpe Mate enti na ehwe nim say betimi anya kwan bi a every akpa photoji e go see akpa photokpo. It's also barely about 10 kilometers by say na poponti by etimi kat na about 2 drains e be ye e si sokpo a e do fa dokope truly Lekpe Bala na wadru Mate sa kwane ya kwan ya eda yakoma so na ehwe nim se benya kwan from Sandro Kofi Benoit Jako Hiti Lolobi Kumanse Ufa managers also call capital. It means that they will open up the entire district. And a big national fair situate your district markets. So be accessible to all the communities. Now, assembly that your internal generated fund. Now, say be house that me a barbeto. And we are in Yamabia produce a district.
Okay.
And say him say benya buying and of web boy net me as a money now.
But as quickly, my main share statement here free Honorable Mustapha Hamid. I think this was coming from a lawyer for. I say press plenty. Whoever but you me the statement out to send a be after force beat me. Any follow on the same page. I say press release read. OSP charges Mustapha Hamid 9 others in 280 million Ghana cedis. We have taken note of a daily graphic front page story. Mustapha Hamid 9 others charged for extorting 280 million Ghana cedis from oil companies. And a press release from the office of the special prosecutor on the same matter regarding our client, Dr. Mustapha Hamid, former CEO of National Petroleum Authority. We wish to state that as at the time of issuing the press statement, our client has not been charged before any court of competent jurisdiction. We are yet to cite any charge sheet. However, we wish to make the following statement based on the press release. 1. That our client denies all the allegations against him contained in the said publication and press release. That our client is ready to contest all the allegations in the court of law and defend his good name. That we know that the OSP in February 2025 said in a press conference that our client was under investigation for alleged embezzlement of 1.3 billion Ghana cedis from the Unified Petroleum Pricing Fund, UPPF. That in a letter dated 17 February 2025, our client wrote to the special prosecutor demanding a retraction of that defamatory publication, a retraction that never came. That our client was subsequently invited to the OSP on 25 February 2025 and questioned over allegations of mismanagement of the UPPF fund procurement breaches. That we further note that the allegation has now changed from 1. Embezzlement from the UPPF, 2. Mismanagement of the UPPF procurement breaches to the current one, which is extortion of funds from unnamed victims. And the amount involved in the allegations against our client has also changed from 1.3 billion Ghana cedis to 280 million Ghana cedis. That our client, who is alleged to have initiated the alleged extortion scheme, directly received 24 million Ghana cedis out of the 280 million Ghana cedis he is purported to have masterminded. That our client categorically denies initiating or being involved in any extortion scheme, either directly or indirectly, in any form or manner, and further denies receiving any personal benefit from any such alleged extortion. That in the nearly 4 years that our client was in charge of NPA, he served the nation with utmost integrity and competence. That in fact, the internet is replete with positive testimonies from industry players of our client's sterling leadership of the NPA. That indeed his tenure, as supported by official financial records, including auditor reports from the NPA, show unprecedented financial growth over the 4 years. That the NPA has 4 main accounts, namely UPPF, PDM, PPMS, and operational account. It is worth noting that when our client took office in 2021, the 4 accounts and the following had the following balances. Source Obana UPPF scale 53,216,549 Ghana cedis. PDM na 18,141,411,166. PPMS 20,070,421. Then operational account was 53,333,402. As of December 2024, the respective account balances had all grown exponentially as follows. UPPF from 1.1 billion Ghana cedis, PDM to 470 million Ghana cedis, as against 80 million cedis over 2 years. PPMS have grown for 749,225 Ghana cedis. Operational account was 237 million Ghana cedis against 53 million Ghana cedis. Our client has displayed high integrity and competence throughout his entire public life, and our client is fully prepared to contest any charges leveled against him, and he is confident that the truth of his innocence shall prevail. Signed, Hamifa Yaya Esquire. And I say, Krata, and no man, Buana Yabom say, Office of the Special Prosecutor. Abo Mpensenpensenmu ene nyumeku maako enkrono kwadu ese sika akọ NPA do mo UPPF fund account mu adensa keke no chi yanam kwati kwan so discover be say 280 million Ghana cedis e dey free ono a e dey fam wodi djuma e oye mem no e ho anu ye na Dr. Mustapha Hamid ba so ye krado se bre bia e be free na kokko to bia no be ko ako charge ne din fam nim so bi ka ho a
me na me da se bebre bio ma me ntia ahwefo nyanara Office of the Special Prosecutor okaya emra yeura na nado bedi ade one office be our create here also abe fight katasisha o maimu and the Office of Special Prosecutor o show the Mpensenpensenmu follow the creation of that office boss your share is office never me solve your corrupt issues na ye gidi say adeba kwa ediga nanya any corruption there na ye ni age pass at least you have got an institution that was coming to resolve the problem omo appoint Ewura Matinamidu ekoda no eba ni wie ye no Matinamidu had to resign or resign ye nyina ye kan ni complaints bebre the way we anya the support and the cooperation of the government and especially the president to be able to do his work. He ended up even accusing the president himself as being the mother serpent of what? Corruption. And that he himself was involved in some of these corrupt activities. And Rechi Oberizani and the area Ajabin Baye. Ajabin Baye, you know, for the entire period that the MP was in power, Jumanam and Koso also came complaining the same way about the way I was not getting the executive support over here. No day in Juma. Since President Mahama came into office, Yaman had the opportunity to say, Onye Nejuma. Na Mboa Ghana for Nya on for free. I think that almost all of us are becoming fatigued about this public show. It is good that you carry the people of this country along because a public office, maybe of course, it is important that Ghanaians should know at least where we can follow the issues. But to the extent that for all these many years, not even one prosecution yet in the face of public evidence that we have. Now, oftentimes, it could be a quarter. Now, done issues of legality and technicalities. Now, be able to na ya boegu. Na yentimi prosecutino. Yentimi just can't more mind. Yentimi Mpensenpensenmu. Na ese aya sefem kakra. NPA ne hu sensem whether Ewura friend Dr. Mustapha Hamid I cannot sit on a platform like this and make that pronouncement. Say Office of Special Prosecution on my investigation be and they are alleging say about 280 million Ghana cedis were extorted and issue of money laundering was involved. The courts are there. And see there's almost a mark of court and that's supposed to appear in court. I think we've even given a set date that they're supposed to appear in court for hearing to begin. As of last night, the lawyers and the statement you just read, can say, Omunya Samobia, every baby, and Pampamu in a court. I think that it should be proper that, yes, you best have your now charges that have been leveled against them. They can also prepare their defense and meet the lawyers of the prosecutor in court. At the end of the day, or many can if say I'm Pampapa say, within the period now, you got now because that was about 4 years. It was not there. Now, a Ministry of Information. It was Zongo Ministry.
They're moving the call.
And so about 4 years now, could you this place? See if these allegations are anything to go by 280 million Ghana cedis. Extortion. And yes, Kaketua. And yes, Kaketua. Maybe from where some of us sit and the things we know and our relationship and affiliation with the oil industry and the oil sector. No. You may have some information, some things that you may not necessarily be able to put on on a public television like this. Okay. But as I said, is a special prosecutor never 2 million now. So be court. Now evidence no war say era meaning microphobia were involved in these issues now. Go and prove that in court, and once you prove and the trial judge will see and you think that you have a valid case, I'm sure they will rule in favor of the Republic of Ghana. It's becoming very worrying, especially to the ordinary person. Say obiti a crash obeti and so you are punching. Now Edna go to jail. Only God knows how long. Some of them end up rotting in jail because the family even abandoned them. Obi kura de wako you are banchi bine na go to police cells. Yen fane court they could not say more. Or says or come obi a we free say or she court so. Na obe hu crack ni bia wa boneta she suit kama. No the pen or kita. No change, no trotro, no essay. No baku for pay, but once kakra. The car, etimi ya kwan a whole district. The car, etimi see schools a whole district. The car, etimi yen so a whole district. The car, etimi yas a resabia, any hunyaman now district. Na sebi, akodio baku for ho. Esa, sefema hardgen. Or may never more met me at 2 point quening kese. And say will bring back the spirit of patriotism and nationalism. So be able to say be Ghana ye meja padie. Ghana hu hia so ye mesumi hia. Na me so den na me metimi ya de aboa. Amo man no atimi ato mpan kwa enu amo man na atimi agina ye. And we all have a responsibility and a role to play in advancing the cause and the development of this country. Niebema omamufo anya sa gidie eni sa aonkekano said yes, they want to get involved. They also want to support. Yeah. And when they see says Sanya Mesia, Nayampa, people are punished accordingly to serve as a deterrent. But what to be the motivation? Say Obi Benam Nam no I press or bois. Now Crawford have the power and the authority, i.e. the political elites, the people at the height of society. Okay. No more the almost actually come kwa. No more no more bad no papa bi omo di papa bi omo ko school papa bi mo to kwan papa bi no on de oti ho on bisa bebre bia o kakra bi on be twatwa no mpo de mba enti e ba ne sana ko say o mana ko dane aboa bi a esi ho o so ko na fasika na gotwa bi na wawe obi a nche da emfa na kuma fa nshem obi a nche da endwe ho say ebe ye ya ma ye nyina because enye obi ade obi anse no ne enko. I don't think it's proper. And so I want to urge on the special prosecutor, say for the first time, let us bring some trust and some credibility back to that institution. If they think that they have concrete evidence that they can adduce in court, and that evidence will to stand, all the legal issues and get them a conviction or verdict, why not? The whole country will support them. And I don't know if the day we are in a democracy, and Karina Ebia, Mbisa, they say, okay, the Bible got 2 grants and never started trial. Yeah. Now, before you're in a democracy, the accused persons also have the right to a lawyer, and they also have a right to appear before a court of competent jurisdiction as chaired or seated by a judge to make pronouncements. And see, I think it's a running story. And yeah, they can say, I see. So let's see how it unfolds and what happens in the coming days. But I'll continue to emphasize, say, the prosecutor must be seen to be doing a good job. He must be seen to be working very hard. Omaino say ubenya omamu for GDA ewo wejuma yemu ewo hia bebre. Omunya GDA omu a eno motimi eta wechi na some more information be so a ena etime de brel e ma so wejuma yenso no etimi ko anim. So whereas I agree say because they are state institution, information should be made available to the general public. No, it should not end at that level. It should not be reduced to a public show. Oh yeah, BB, and I about wedding, and I will chrono, and I will away. Near canon, Brana bet na. Na many near the manual sem, and I'm gonna be a conference say. Now at the end of the day, ye konya convince be our court. Say I'm papa's cabia could do a big honswa. Ye just cannot. Now the crack run here, me say. I think that the Attorney General, the Chief Justice, Acting Chief Justice, and the rest, Bibi ya have been bebree. We share our corrupt cases. Ya court too much.
Corruption cases.
Yes, meaning some more tear that he. Yeah. Say I'm passing my studio ha. na mafa motia na ebia camera cross ye so e kire say papa Fred na fa motia. Why do you have to drag it in court for 4 years to make a determination pampa me na me fire?
Maybe it's more a case of say the prosecutors no and small make catch abontino enye ne sare bia omo present to a court.
And that is these are all the things
obet me about abontino because say esimesi na fa multi.
You see,
I for dance emre kire say am pass Fred ne fa multi ya na akoye entwa ho.
So our judges,
the court and the ruling based on evidence.
I agree.
Yeah, that one.
And so our judges should now be able to put their feet down. All the assembly they are back court no.
Okay.
Now all the evidence now they are attached.
Okay.
Evidence they be interrogated. Now fast in the court. After now on nam say.
Evidence.
After now me copy evidence they are be court. You scratch the case out. What is because really in terms of beer, I agree say my entity will be answer from bondechi.
Okay.
Now and I'm saying pen tempty. Now innocent person be na ko too. But I'm saying that some cases a case where I bet me I try expeditiously. Now I find solution to. Why? Okay, the first time in the Fourth Republic, I called Supreme Court about election petition, 2013. We stayed in court for close to 9 to 10 months.
9 months, yeah.
But after a year, we can't continue on that path. And a time frame was set within for the 5 days.
Yeah.
A determination will be made on the case. And in the end, this is for your query after 2020 election. No. Within for the 5 days, they scrap the whole.
Based on evidence,
based on the evidence, yeah. And see, I got now court because lawyers wrong. And how can I say case is evidence-based trials.
Yeah.
And they use a lot of technicalities. They do a lot of legal gymnastics. And me yare, and I'm a client that and I say, and I'm telling you. And we all know how these things work. What I say, nyama cost even behind the scenes. Now you're afraid what the way I didn't come say, now I saw my timamufono, ye do a fe obi. Now man for dinanche no more ye we can avoid
maybe
this.
Fred, can we also look at the way a Babontin be accused and Crawford before even taking them to court? Before I realized maybe I say OSP really charges baby. Now Fred I say no. Now we give a man for a dream provision. Unfortunately for your man team. Who already come back on Tabaka no. You are surely to get about 60 to 75% of the population side with you will assembly no correct. It's your court near Konyansa. Then you see said to be another pressure on our judiciary. Because if you say Fred Nedi come back and Fred yeah 20 January no no correct. Court name I'm afraid. Court and cannot correct. Can we have a second look at the way you prosecute cases no?
Well, I think you have made a very, very valid point. I was earlier on this is a fast track issue.
Yeah.
The president before and then introduced the fast track high court system. And I'm saying now be to say the cases were overly delayed in our court. Yeah. And justice deny, as the lawyers will tell you. A Bruce na now be and we need to do that. The point you've raised is a very legitimate point. Now in public space now is a major worry for us. Sure, okwa bonten no koya de papa o de nimunya man ho o de ama nebusi ofrim o de ama kro ofriso o de ama oman na ofriso ne mba ne nebusi ofo nyina ni age sanso na oye bebia enye no o de nugase de abranyo no anu kwa keke o aso anu kwa na ko betimi manage. What we have done over the years in this country is because of our love for politicking. Enti ye betina ha na ma hwe mini amankwanim na ma kanetrop ka na ma boni din we bokro no we say we don't evidence so allegations ko me wa papeti he nemba eco school nemba anko asori o na fa akora no kudu school a na nadofo aba oh yeso papa your crofo. See the torture, the things that we take as well the young ones through based on some of these issues. Nebeba ni wie ye no na ebia enyampa. Now so they will not even compensate anybody. There's no way you go anymore see they go poto. Obi eni ho a obetumi afa kwan bia so e dey correct ho. And all of us are suffering. See, I tell you 2016 ye be ko abato. Ye ko abato wie ye no. And I use this just to end my issue.
Okay.
After we lost the elections, I was a national executive officer of the party, then as a deputy national communication officer. Your party headquarters, a meeting. And it is I'm after I got to actually NDC for so agboboloshi. You are read about that issue.
Yeah.
And tonight your boy and comfort your office one. Yes, so we have to do a press conference. And the then national youth organizer, Sidi Abubakar, myself, and a few of our national executives quickly put a statement together. And yes, a press conference new year. Yeah, normally that the way the media people would do after a press conference, nothing mobile to Yano.
Yeah.
And to the media gathered me, I was addressing the media. I must be bar the boy fool, and I'm the Motihana boy, and I'm on fee, and I boy Abuboloshi party penny for Motia, and I am just walk to the boss and one tina. And I'm addressing the media. Oh, the boy fool, Masuki. Somebody now recorded that exchange between us. If you want to trace the whole story, somebody now post the story. It's a media person who did that.
Okay.
Bobby posted from UK. Eddie Baha, oh, Fred Agbenyu and some national executive were attacked for embezzling campaign money. Now, Bosika, 15 billion. That, like, seriously, a whole party, me, deputy national communication officer, one of the day party,
50 billion.
15 billion, the mammy.
Was it 50 billion Ghana cedis?
Ghana cedis. Now, it's on the social media, it's all over the place. You see? Meanwhile, the party has not even accused you of any money. The party didn't give any money to you. Just because Obianya and Obia recorded, no, their story. You have to come back and I share a very bitter experience with you. I applied to do a PhD in a university in UK. So, most of these schools, you have to get your supervisor and send one away. This story I'm telling you about, the supervisor now goes online because some of them will go and check your background, go and investigate. Let's say, Fred, I just found this story about you online. What's about it? I'm telling you. And I have to explain this to him in writing. But I didn't even have the confidence to continue that program eventually. I have to abandon it and go to under school. And these are the rates in Yama you go through. Even semi-con got the CMP in my campaign.
Yeah.
I'll be a credit him and see the Yampano. You will bring it up. You're going
But as a friend, I'm a member of Parliament Manager one constituency because a star 281 has Shagum. Now, pay I mention 1,000 Ghana cedis. Select option 4. Now, Echegum, sir. Join News Habitat Fair Air Basso, the second clinic in the NT from Friday, July 25. Echo C, July 27 at EcoBank Branch, Tema, Community 7, NIAT, all traffic. Light for EcoBank Joy News Habitat Fair, second clinic 2025. But what else was seen the Abraham Virtual Security Africa, Safety and Home Solutions, Superlock Technologies Limited, DPS Pipe, Elegant Homes and General Construction Limited, Gold Key Properties, Ayuda, Ghana's #1 service app, Special Gardens, DBS Industries Limited, Door Masters, Lesh Fortune Limited, LandlordAfrica.com, The Builders Market, Right House Energy Limited, Syntex Tank, Interplast, Joben Security, Clifton Homes, and of Western Villas. EcoBank Joy News Habitat Fair 2025. Dream it, own it, live it. Etibra. So that if I was see Edru, Semoge Nabe here, Oba Habitat Fair, Siabenya, Emu, Inch the Bunya. Collins also have acquired former MP for Menchia North constituency. And then the acting is a pair national organizer or NPP.
I wait my
30 seconds. No correct. No correct. Collins.
A positive cause.
A positive cause.
What was the name of calling your Lego?
Yeah.
But I'm not test confirm. No, no, you're more.
Piero.
That was the president.
Okay.
Yeah, bro.
Oh, but now say now you UGM. Is it UGPH? University of Ghana Parliament House.
Yeah.
Okay.
That time, I may be a majority leader.
Anyway.
Collins.
Yes.
Office of the Special Prosecutor charges Mustapha Hamid and 9 others, plus 3 companies.
But that's it.
For extortion of 280 million Ghana cedis.
I was but that's it. May I brief. Now, my chairman, Fred Agbenyo, so honorable. Now, no crane in some of our canon, me better talk a crane America.
Yeah.
My name the earlier submission, but then better talk a cray. Meaning now we are on the same page. Say, the presumption of innocence. A very fundamental legal principle. Ukraine is even entrenched in our constitution. Then so no. It appears say you abuse. We teach you in recent times. Say you born nipa kumfo and sakra na court with dinner sem. Very pathetic. Rehosem enra mi hu ade bi. I nearly cried. Me share artwork bi Sebi, ex-chief executive officer of NPA, Dr. Mustapha Hamid. Now, artwork bi Sebi, yade panyine ni mfo nyina to ho na yade ni yaye ni din chese okra no ani din and na addressing nyina obia kra ni din. Oh. Now me say, what is happening? Sebi. The man has not been served with any charge sheet. Beyond that, no competent court of jurisdiction. And now, Sebi wa convicting and answer what did not say. In fact, according to OSP, the charge sheet in the cry no is yet to be filed at a court.
OSP.
Yeah.
No,
what I'm saying is before so model publication
okay.
Now they were yet to file. Actually now model court date number. So what I'm saying is no crane. Say na you be call there very very problematic. Say you crucify and cross for. Your constitution is clear. Article 19(2)(c) of our Constitution, 1992 Constitution, no can pay. Say every person is innocent until proven guilty. Now you boa okunfo, and then you just say ya two, ya the media no say media platform now you say hona you di crucify amount for the answer ya bold din say oh assume see. Yes, say wako diska allegation. Allegation keke. And no na yasum. Na ye tete osreni abasa. In fact, say ye nyina ya maya no aminim na yesi say ye criminal justice system no. Kwan ye de befa so ne dia. Then we have a long way to go as a country. Enya papa. In fact, we share initial publications OSP de buy say oh Dr. Mustapha Hamid embezzle 1.3 billion Ghana cedi
UPPF fund,
Unified Petroleum Pricing Fund. Now a chain was shift from the initial allegations no because better I'm saying 1.3 billion cedis. You think it's a joke? Or the intention we are born. Afe uwie ya wajai hona to ho miwa no media na so no crucify no
ebi obeba
kofa boni asenuam one enkrofo maka dabi what dey no to say no prefer charges no
kese bi
wa shift here free hot you come there because we begu nanimu ase ho no went man justify onye court ba ho no gu papa nanimu ase we gu omomo afofre kan ho nanimu ase owie wasa dia ba begina say extortion any money laundering 280 million. That's a serious allegation. Money laundering, a predicate offense. Before say you debate two obi so no. Now why you due diligence? What me establishing the prima facie of sa case no. And sana what made Jina so the report of such nature about Bontin. But he say ne ya na to ogum. Hwe na no na me ka bi ma menua Joseph Yami.
Yeah.
Say, Attorney General, the referrer, OSP. Yoko, so we investigate on Yabanga. Now, the Ora Yamin, whole national organizer of ruling party, the Nufonina Babetuho, the Yakubu Abanga, third vice,
yeah. Just a vice chairman. We don't run
Okay, so vice chairman. Now, the Nufonina Babetuho. Now, illegal anti-galamsey task force no omu ejiji enem nwura mo jiji minus ni sika no tie ni yo San Crawford ne de yamfa wo mo mfo nyina ama. Yamfa wo mo mfo nyina ama ba wo no mo allege say we mu din no mo e de koye sa de wo mo mfo nyina ba. As we speak, me jitu mu say yen try wo mo. Timi ngina so na me crucify ya mean because of so a political opponent na. No. Yanya niema sa. Enti ne e koso no. Owura Mahama. Ne Attorney General. Any other anti-corruption institutions no be to say yoko ne FIC. Niema wo mo eyen. Niema omo eyen. Se nyina ya ma ya no ambini mu a. In fact, NIB National Investigative Bureau. Omo de no kra de ne mo ya. Me ka ho bi na ye koye mra, sachra ye mra ni. Security and Intelligence Agencies Act 2020. In fact, I even moved the motion.
A movie from BNI to NIB.
To NIB. A change it, because you see, BNI no na yet to say. I feel na baba you can say as a ya masking bi
like
kakai bi the di hunu nkrofo o ti say BNI na obi an say ye de ukotumu ani ne so da bi. BNI no nkyeresa. In fact, all more functions in the crowd. No na ye di shemu say before so obe cause for arrest no. E was say ultimi secure a warrant from a competent judge. And as a police superintendent and as a tribunal, emra no ya enhance no. Nti nya say okoye say ya chonan dia omo ye. Omo chi ukura wie at the woman central for bowa say nuamu kransa na na prefer charges said the amount. Sometimes I achi we na wako no. Pe na wa ankonya lawyer obedema ma de achi. Aban yi ba ye di omo di state powers no ye no. Abuse of state powers. Ache say enano ebia oye NDC ni be ye ode say o MPP for na ye twi wo mo nwere so MPP for na ye gu ohun fin ba ne e koso no. I don't think posterity will be kind to His Excellency the President of the Republic, because otiechire ena ono omo mora if not enka de yoko me amenua Raymond Achamo ye no at least enka omo ba tietia break kakra, because they say no akoye te say ye nyamo tumi na bedi ye ho mo ye be kire mo pa ekwan ye de mo be fa so ye be gu mo ho fi ene ye ani aye artwork ni align mu na ye say ye disheartening, very very embarrassing. O hwe ekwan ye o ma subject ni to opposition members into arbitrary arrest and a trial omodi bedia. In fact emo ya pa say ye nyina ye be ya ma yosem e kai o mra she bedwom na ye nya tumi NDC mra she bedwa for dodo na be 39 if my memory serves me right. They be former ministers and they be say ministers no more double salaries. Chiefs come you know a serious crime. Political figure. You see, democracy, you know, what I say, Kusiano, Drew baby, na say, one cranny ye ne bossy ye kim, or mine ne butu. Into Drew baby, I also look at a semno said ye city and a crumble faso, obefa coin be so now what me, and share send ye beya, yenko breaking pillars of democracy in this country. Because the personalities involved. That's okay. Yen hwe kwan be fa so a sebi yen ko ba se aban no no is engaging in political persecution ama enkrofo a sebi ye hwe on dibre
but I call it boy at that time now you were enough evidence to just say it be much double salary.
Oh, so in fact you are even using enough sufficient evidence. Sufficient evidence.
So can it be said
no,
the then government compromised?
No. You see,
in taking action, Anna.
You see, and no wisdom when it comes to good governance. Look, Omaina ye chichere. Oman ena ye chichire. You call them. Why this? I was saying what na mutu scan. But say we say yem for mu nyina nkogum ye njeli wo mu a. Obi to obeka say you are fighting corruption. That is not a fighting corruption. What is the mention? Because you see, one you careful, obe we no, obe break your mind. Ebi na air course ya no say, oh, I bind that demo for no. Hey, asem no evidence you know the young crucify na de ebe nya evidence ke to evidence say nipa ne de onye na say nuamu no say ye man. You see, say what unya sa posture na o say no na wo de be chichiro mind na. Fashion utrimo is a power na your transient. Okay. And say tables no etene. Now another regime take you over. Then you begin to cry foul. They said the ablekumadie any the course way. That is NDC for you and almost justify. Oh, and I was so west to gone. Meanwhile, we established commission of inquiry to unravel near my course winner. You know, because of say we took cue from the CEO Ayawaso West to go on into, you know. What happened at Asenof? Asenof. That was improvement. General security protection. Even on the polling day, Asenof obitri mikra anka. On the polling day, it tells you say na yesuya bibi efrim that government. Who said there be adia no ye call so Ayawaso no. Ebi entwa ye enti no ye move ene ablekumanov akwa bi minim se otimi tuti se nantwi a waboda
finish the first subject.
What is the major o tuti se nantwi a ye pia ni sei na what the nitiri ko ebo nyankopon kwa na mama me nya contact for mo if not se mnya be ma na no gina mama na chi sei ya ena no ka ne kakra enkokum hawa kumse kokun no just a boni woni tim. Okay. What is the message? Inti no message. Sa politics of equalization no. O say me ye nyina ye hwe ho yi.
Mate, me na say.
Me nua my me yi. You see, na me nua Collins ya no pe ho. Mo ya sa ma say public conversation ya ya de ma nyina.
Are.
Hwe me are for deliberate and good reasons I say. Me ye ndisi ni first of all be am say Ghana me ye ndisi ni. Yeah. But nsembi say ba I'm trying as much as possible to be very, very nationalist and objective as much as I could. Okay. Not to politicize it. But obey anyway to say yeah. Then you invite me into that same realm. Now after I start giving you chronology of events that took place under your watch. If we all travel on that path, I will solve any problem. President John Dramani Mahama. Senyor ne Ghana man penin ne. Nanka yenya president bi otise na nado very vindictive anka na ngro vanka mo da mo dem
and a double salary for no that's what that so you see
hold it anka president mama ya vindictive tisado danko akufu ado a anka na ngro for no nam fi o mo da no
no vindictive
please even to his own party right from national team to his own party why you don't know what we are talking about and then abe share double salary small can. That's what I'm saying. We are for sir. No sure, sir. We need to be very careful. We are both very politically exposed. Meeting and the MP. Yeah. And TBA, Oma determine my salary. And they are putting on salary scale. As not a permission, President Mama said, Fred, they are your minister. Once you become a minister, they will have to vary all salary. Yeah. It is not as though they pay you MP salary separate and minister salary separate. No.
It's just a top up.
It's just a top up. Okay. What you are saying?
But they were receiving two different streams.
Don't do this. You know the fast. Don't do this.
Oh, I know the fast.
They just vary your original salary. I'm for draw of parliament grande. I did your salaries. Ni pay slip on the share. Only near cost for even on the pay slip. Okay. And even the variation of my yen bank account on. You could swear be their own impose ever. You don't even know. And you have MP no. And you have your minister. And they are top here. And the addiction here no. President say you back as what? As a minister. And you are supposed to go back and say, and like a minister then I can top your up no. You inferior. But the question you be asking yourself, Onipa na enim say and then minister biom no. Is you also not the person's responsibility?
Okay.
So be value salary.
Mama,
30
seconds.
On say ma minua tena ha again.
Now there no maka.
Yeah. And this near the year for and I don't want us to go on that path. Me better na say hey. Fair prosecutor, but no man can find no. That they should justify their work and bring some credibility. I condemn this whole issue. I have been in the public domain now. A Brian from Court of Competent Jurisdiction. It is not because and see what home wrestle. A man can't hold here. What I said, as a nation, we must be seen to be moving forward. We must be seen to be growing.
Fred,
Mami, never draw not mention. Oh, yeah. The 1,000 guys. I went by my draw that. Maybe I know. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, and they go 0550 224 star. Yeah, Baba SM. More concern yet. Yeah, Baba SM.
Serious o. Oba sorry anopa. Yeah, but no me can say. If you are calling now I and I'm about to say it publicly. I want to say it publicly.
That's why you call them commodity.
No commodity say ya can mun jaida.
No program is so
traffic musa bedua. No bedua.
Sponsorship has taken over the entire discussion.
Wapon ko ye chacha. No. And yet now for Obia,
because you started
program. One of the hands of you. Me was
Mpensenpensenmu among we are bedroom. You ample time.
Oh my 3-4 topics. So if you want point of national importance, who's your weapon?
And now we sika